Hi, everybody. I'm Mary Lupian, City Council Person for the East District, and this is Alex Korlewski. Alex, who are you?
I was your campaign manager, and now I'm just a guy.
That's right. So we're here to talk about the primary elections this June. Obviously, things are different because of COVID-19. The state expanded their absentee voting to everyone so that we can all vote by mail. And we've got 2 ballots coming if you already filled out your absentee application. And if you haven't, you can go to rock.vote/absentee and it'll redirect you to the Monroe County Board of Elections absentee ballot application page. The last day to submit your application is June 16th, whether that's by mail. It has to be postmarked by June 16th or online. But if you did already fill it out, we all were getting started to get our ballots this week. And we got 2 of them in the mail, sometimes not on the same day. But the reason for that is it's 2 separate elections. One is the state and local election. The other is the Democratic presidential primary. So Alex here has his ballots. I already filled mine out. So he's got his ballots to show you.
Yep. So like we said, 2 different elections. They just happen to be on the same day. So 2 different ballots. You'll get them, they look like this, and I'm going to awkwardly pretend I'm doing an unboxing video. And so in each envelope, you get 3 different things. You get your ballot. This one is for the state and local. So for me, I get a member of Congress, my state senator, state assembly member, and Monroe County clerk. So you just fill out the right number of bubbles for the right number of people like you normally would for a election. And then you stuff this ballot into the plain, boring white envelope and make sure that you get them correct. They will say which election it's for. So this is just the primary election, and I'll show you the other one says it's for the presidential primary. And then once that's stuffed into the white ballot or into the white envelope, you put them into the red, white, and blue. And the red, white, and blue envelope is the one that you actually put in the mail.
And I will say that everybody's ballot is a little bit different depending on which district you're in. For me, I don't have a state Senate primary, so that's not on my ballot, but there are state committee positions on my ballot. So, but everyone will have the Congress.
Yep, and to shamelessly plug my own website again, you can go to rock.vote/me and you can look at your registration and make sure your absentee ballot has been processed by the county, and you can actually view your ballot and all of that good stuff too. But anyhow, so the presidential primary ballot is really complicated. You'll see all of the candidates that we were used to seeing on debates, whether or not they're still in the race. Obviously, it's mostly just Biden at this point. And then you will also see a whole lot of delegates to the Democratic National Convention. These are the folks who actually think of it kind of electoral college-y. Go to the Democratic Convention, or Lord knows, Zoom the Democratic Convention, however it's going to be this year, and formally vote inside the party for the actual candidate, him or herself. So
yeah, I think that's something that a lot of people don't understand, and I certainly didn't, is that you vote for the delegates and then the delegates vote for president. And
right,
so,
yeah, like I said, electoral college-y.
Right, they're bound to vote for the candidate that they're selected unless it's a contested convention, and then they can open it up and vote for whoever they want. But they also are there to shape the platform of the Democratic primary. So if your candidate has already dropped out, voting for their delegates is, it's a good thing to get their voice heard loud and clear at the Democratic convention.
Right, and like Mary said, if you're a Bernie supporter or an Elizabeth Warren supporter or somebody else, you can vote for whichever candidate you want, but then you can also vote to send their delegates to, oh look, it's Mary, you can vote for Mary again this year. You can vote for their delegates to go to the convention, because then that candidate's platform has more of a choice of being adopted into the broader Democratic platform for this year. And like I said, just with this one, you fill that all out like you would a normal ballot. You stuff that into the white envelope for the presidential primary election. and then you stuff that into the red, white, and blue envelope, and that's what you stick in the mailbox, and then you voted.
Yep, and that has to be postmarked by June 22nd.
Yep.
So great. Now that you understand how to fill out your ballot, you can make sure that your voice is heard on Election Day, which is June 23rd. And I want to wish everybody a safe Memorial Day weekend. Remember to social distance, wear masks, stay safe out there, and yeah, have a great weekend. Thanks.
See ya.